it will be 0 to only 2 minus y whole square. 2 minus y whole square. Okay. Limits 0 to 1 to 2. 1.2 y are taken out and this is y. Now let me finally solve it. Okay, finally this is y upon 2. Integration of y upon 2, that will first write them 0 to 1. So 1.2 half y into dy. Only one y is left over. Plus sign. Second one, 1.2 y t minus y square upon 2 minus y whole square upon 2y. And this is 0 1 to 2 limits into dy. First let me open this. So what is the whole square and then dividing by 2y? What will we get here? Let me check it. Now first integration is y square upon 2 limit 0 to 1 plus sign. Now this first let me open this 1 limits. Opening it, this is 4 minus 4y plus y square upon 2y. This is dy. Now let me separate it. So it is 1.4 only. At 0 it is 0, so only 1 square into 1, 1.2, 1.2 into 1.2, 1.4. This is evaluated, this is calculated now. I'm not going with this. Still let me not integrate this. Dividing this, it will be 2 upon y, first one. So 4 upon 2y means 2 upon y. Minus sign, this is 2 only. Minus 2 plus 2 becomes 4 and y cancel out. And the second is plus sign, y cancel out, y upon 2 only. Now let me integrate this with respect to y. Okay, so first is 1.4. Integration of 2 upon y is 2 log of y. Minus 2 into y, integration of 1 to y plus y square upon 4. So y square upon 4 here. Okay, because y square upon 2 will also come 2 into 4. Now let me apply the limits 1 to 2. Okay, so first limit 1.4 here plus 2 is 2 log 2. And then minus 2 into 2, 4, plus 4 upon 4 is 1. Now minus lower limit, log 1 is 0, this is minus plus here, plus 2. Okay, if I substitute lower limit, then we put the minus sign in between, but minus sign is always positive. But log 1 corresponds to 0, so log 1 is 0. If I substitute 1 lower limit, 2 into log 1 minus with minus sign will be 0. What is this one? Minus 1.4. This is the complete value, but let me further solve it. This is plus 3 minus 4 means minus 1 and minus 1.4. Sorry, this plus 1.4 minus 1.4 times 5. So minus 4 plus 3 means minus 1. 2 log 2 and minus 1. Final answer is, let me write here. 2 log 2 is log 4 minus 4 plus 3 means minus 1. This is the answer. Log of 4 minus 1. Finally, this is the answer. Okay, so complete answer is this. This is question number 21st. We are done. Now let me take 22nd question. What does 22nd question say? Let me check it. Okay, now question number 22nd. It says evaluate 0 to a, 0 to a, second limits, 0 to under root k square minus x square, this is k square minus x square, okay, into d.x.d.y divided by 1 plus e raised to power y. In second bracket it is under root arithmetic. It is square root a square minus x square minus y square plus y minus y square. Okay, this is the, it means we have to evaluate this also. First, evaluate this equation by changing the order. Okay, first changing the order because you can't integrate this with respect to here with respect to y. So this is in terms of a square minus x square and value of y limits. Y limits are given, so we have to integrate this with respect to y. 1 plus e is 4y and y is also there, so it's complicated. We have to change the order of the integration first. Changing the order of integration. First changing the order of integration and then we will integrate this. Or we evaluate this. Here, changing the order of integration, for that limits are here, limits, what is the limits here? Here limits are changing the order of, first changing the order of integration. First changing the order of integration. For that we have to find out the limits, what are the given limits and what are the new limits that I am going to find out. So here limits are this variable limits. First we find out the variable limits. Here it is y equal to 0 and y equal to root a square minus x square. Simple as that, y square plus x square equal to a square. This is a circle with radius a and center 0, 0. Okay, and other limits x equal to 0 and x equal to a. Okay, so what's the figure here, geometrical figure? So x coordinate x axis, y axis, y dash is origin O, this is x dash, origin O is this, and this is geometrical okay expression. Now circle is center 0, 0, radius a. Let me, this is center 0, 0. First only one arc I am drawing. This is the complete circle, but I have to draw only once arc here. In the first quadrant arc we have to draw. Here point is a0, x equal to a, we are given 2. This is the x equal to a. Between this point x equal to a. Now this is the figure given to us, circle given to us. Okay, so if I draw this circle only, y equal to 0, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, x equal to 0. X equal to 0 is here. Y equal to 0 is this. Between this and this is the region given to us. The new limits, what are the new limits? X equal to 0 on this line, on this arc. What is the value of x here in terms of y? This is a square minus y square into x equal to, let me write here, x equal to under root a square minus y square. 0 to this limit, under root a square minus y square. And here y equal to 0 to up to this point. Here it is x coordinate is 0 here on the axis of y, but this is a here, y limits. And this is y coordinates here, y equal to 0 to a. Okay, limits are, and x limits are 0 to this. Okay, so we can change this now in this case. New limits therefore are, new limits are, for the new limits x, let me take x. First limits were of x here, x equal to 0 to x equal to a. And this is y equal to 0 to y equal to this. Y equal to 0 to, this is y equal to 0 on the axis of x. And on the axis of y, x equal to 0. This is the limit here, because on the circle we have x equal to under root a square minus y square. On this is a strip here parallel to the axis of x. To find out the coordinates or limits of the x variable, we draw a strip parallel to the axis of x. This I have explained number of times. Almost all the questions I have explained this. If we have to find out the limits of x coordinates, then or x variable, then we draw a strip parallel to the axis of x. If we have to find out the limits of y coordinates or y variable, then we draw strip parallel to the axis of y. If this is a strip parallel to the axis of y, on this line y equal to 0, and at this point y equal to a. Okay, so this is limits x equal to 0 to x equal to under root a square minus y square. Second, y equal to 0 to y equal to a. These are the limits here. Have 0 to a. First limits are given to us as x equal to 0 plus first y limits are here. Here it is x equal to 0 to a again. Y limits are 0 to a. Same limits are there. Okay, so new region will be 0 to a. Second is 0 to under root a square minus y square minus y square. Okay, and this is the figure here dx d. Sorry, now it will be d.y.d.x. Now it will be d.y.d.x. So I've changed it to d.y.d.x on 1 plus e over y, and this is under root a square minus x square minus y square. Now we have to integrate this with x. Why? Because here x variable or x limits are here. Initially they were y limits, but if we integrate this with respect to y, it was very difficult because 1 plus e over y, this is also y having this. These two were complicated to integrate. But now in this case, we have to integrate this whole with respect to x. Only this is the in terms of x. This is to be integrated. Okay, so that is simpler one. Let me integrate this now. Now integration is simple. So just order of integration is changed just to simplify the question, which is initially difficult to integrate because the limits are given in variables. Okay, now in this case, this is to be integrated now. Let me put this in the integration form. 0 to a, y limits are there, and this is x limits. This is to be integrated with respect to x. 0 to under root a square minus y square, and 1 upon 1 plus e raised over y is constant, is out. Only this 1 upon under root a square, let me write here, minus y square minus x square. This is the function here. This suppose a square minus x square into dx here. This whole is dy. Alright. So this is to be 1 upon a square minus x under root a square minus x square is to be integrated. This is sine inverse. Let me write here. This is the integration of this figure. Now let me eliminate. Okay. Now let me integrate this. Finally, 0 to a. This integration let me do. Okay. So this is to be integrated. This is 1 upon 1 plus e raised over 5, which is a constant, are taken out, and this integration is sine inverse. Okay, this is x upon, so x is the variable here, upon this under root a square minus y square, a square minus y square. This is the integration of this function, because in place of a we are having under root, or this constant square we are having under root of a square minus y square whole square. This value. This is integration of this function. Since let me write here 0 to limits are 0 to a square minus y square. Since let me write here, since the integration of 1 upon under root a square minus x square into dx is equal to sine inverse x upon a. Now here it is a square of a is the square root of this a square. But in this case, square root of a square minus y square is square root of a square minus y square. So whole square. And root a square minus y square whole square is this value a square minus y square. But the square root of that we have to write here. Under root a square minus y square. Since this is equal to this much. Okay, so therefore this integration is done. Let me substitute the limits. At 0, it will be 0 because 0 is placed at x, variable x is there. In place of x, we have to substitute the limits What are the limits? The first is 0 to a, the sign of integration. Here it is 1 upon 1 plus d.y. Here it is sine inverse. Same thing, because this upper limit is same. This will be 1 only. Minus sine. If I put 0 at the place of 0, it will be sine inverse 0. Sine inverse 0 is 0. And this is d.y. Here it is d.y square. It's the variable with respect to which we are now integrate. So finally what the value 0 to a. Now this is pi by 2, because sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. This is 0. Only pi by 2 that we take out. Pi upon 2 are taken out. 1 upon 1 plus e raised power pi into pi. Now it is to be integrated with respect to y, because 1 plus ey is there. Okay, now let me integrate this finally. The final integration of this value. Now this is pi upon 2, sign of integration 0 to a, 1 upon 1 plus e raised power pi into dy. Okay, now let me integrate this. That will be the final answer. Limits are now 0 to a, and after substitution of this limit after integration, for this to be integrated, let me now assume that e raised power by equal to t. If I substitute, putting this and differentiating it with respect to t, we get here, what do we get? E raised power by into dy upon dt, that will write here, equal to 1, or e raised power by dy is equal to dt, or dy is equal to dt upon e raised power by, that means dt upon t, because e raised power by we are taking as t. Dt upon t is the value of dy. Okay, limits are not changing. Okay, because I will convert this into finally into dy, and after that I will substitute limits. That's not a problem. This is pi by 2, 0 to a. Okay, 0 to a. Now if I substitute e raised power by limits, let me put the limits of it. For e raised power a, that means e a equal to t, and 0 at e0 is 1 to e raised power a. That means then the limits of it. Limits, let me change to finally limits are at x equal to, sorry, at y equal to a, t is equal to e raised power 3, and at y equal to 0, t equal to e raised power 0, that means 1. Limits are 1 to e raised power 5. Here limits are 1 to e raised power a. Because at y, if I substitute, it will be t equal to e raised power a. Now it is converted into t only. What is the put here? This is dt upon t into, this is 1 plus 2. Okay, now this is to be integrated with the help of partial fractions. Partial fractions, let me take. Now let me do this with the help of partial fraction, and finally integration is done. That will be in terms of log. Now this is in terms of t. Now let 1 upon t into 1 plus t a upon t plus b upon 1 plus t. Alright. So integration is 1 equal to a. If I substitute t equal to 0, in this a directly can be calculated. So what let me solve it? B into t. If I cross multiply, then 1 is equal to t is cancelled out, a into 1 plus t and b. Now, or we can directly substitute what? That method I discussed about in partial fractions. If I substitute t equal to 0 in the left hand side, instead of this t, it will be 1 upon 1 equal to t0, 1 upon a is equal to 1. We have obtained here. This is first method, direct method. And 1 plus t equal to 0 or t equal to minus 1, if I substitute here, instead of this, 1 upon minus 1, that will be minus 1. B will be equal to minus 1. Or let me solve it. If I equate these factors here, or constant factor, let me equate. So 1 is equal to a into 1 is constant a. Now let me equate the t variable coefficient of t. Here it is 0. It is a into t means a plus b into t means b. A is 1, because of a1, b is 1. Okay. These two values are for t. Here if I substitute a1, this is 1 plus b equal to 0 or b equal to minus 1. This is calculated. Anyway, we have calculated constant value a and b. So this is equal to, let me write here, pi upon 2, 1 to e raised power a limits. And this is first is one form t into dt. Minus sign is pi upon 2. Okay, now let me write here minus 1 upon minus this is minus sign I have taken here in between. Minus dt upon limits are 1 e raised power a. This is 1 upon 1 plus t. 1 upon 1 plus t. Because in this one b upon b is minus 1, so this is minus pi by 2. Just multiply pi by 2. Limits are 1 e raised power a. These are to be integrated now. Okay, so integration of this will be, let me write here, pi upon 2, first is log of t. Integration is, the limits are 1 e raised power a. Minus sign is pi upon 2 log of 1 plus t here, and limits are 1 to e raised power a. Now let me put the limits here finally. So in place of t we have to substitute the limits. This is pi upon 2 log of e raised power a. Now log and e cancel out, a will be there, or a log e into 1, only a. So pi a upon 2 it is. Minus sign, log 1 is 0, this is 0. Or log t, if I t put minus 1, minus, sorry, this is log 1 is 0, minus 0. Minus sign is pi by 2. Log of, okay, this is nothing but 1 plus e raised power a. E raised power a. Okay. Pi upon 2 log 1 plus e raised power a. This is 1 plus 1, 2 minus, not minus plus here. Pi upon 2 log of 2. Because put t equal to 1 here in global limit. Minus sign in between we substitute when we substitute global limit. Minus sign is already there, so it's minus plus pi by 2 log. Now this is log pi by 2 log of e. If I take pi by 2 common, it will be log of e a upon 1 plus e a. This value is there. Pi by 2 is constant, but this is log m minus log n upon n. Plus this is pi by 2 log of this value. Pi by 2 we can take common. It will be twice EPA multiplied with pi upon 2 into log of, this is log n plus log n. Pi by 2 is common in between. It will be log of this into this, they are in multiplication. Okay. And this is the minus sign. It will be twice 2 into e raised power a divided by 1 plus e a. This is the final answer. These two are combined, log n plus log n, log m into n. This will be multiplied here, then we later. This is the final answer. Question number 22nd we have done. Okay. Now 23rd question and 24th. Take question number 23rd. Now question number 23rd is of what kind? Let me check. Now question number 23rd, let me check. Change the order of integration in the double integral this one. Double integral with question number 23rd. This is 0 to twice a. Okay. 0 to twice a. And second is under root twice ax minus x square over limit, and upper limit is under root 2ax. Okay, under root twice ax, this one, and fx by only order is changed, to be changed. This is d.x.d.y or d.y.d.x.d.y. d.x.d.y. Okay. Here fxy is just we have to change the order only, not the property. Okay, now let me change the order. What is the order? Very good question here. Solution. In this case, what are the limits given? Limits given here are this variable limits we first write so that we can understand that what is the figure given here. This is y equal to, first one is upper limit y is ax upper limit, or this implies that y square equal to 2ax, y square equal to y square. This is lower limit. Okay, under root y square, no problem. This is the parabola here. Second case is circle, and y is equal to this under root y is ax minus x square. This are already done. Imply that x square plus y square equal to y square. So this will be y square equal to this whole value y is x minus x square. X will be equal to this side. It will be nothing but x minus a whole square plus y square equal to a square. Here center is a and 0 and radius is a. The circle we have discussed a number of times, no problem. So what are the limits here? Or here if I find out, let me take the limits here. What is the x here? Because we have to convert this into, these are given in y, sorry, value of y here, x we have to find out. From this x will be equal to a plus minus under root a square minus y square. This we have done number of times. The limits are here. X equal to either a plus under root a square minus y square, or x equal to a minus under root a square minus y square. Okay, the two limits here. X equal to. Now from the first one, x equal to y square upon 2a. This implies that x equal to y square upon 2 limits are. Okay, but figure are, what is the figure here? Let me first draw the figure. And here is x equal to 0 and x equal to y square. Okay, x equal to 0 and x equal to y square. This is the value here. So in this case, let me now draw the figure. This is x-axis, x dash axis, y and y dash axis. Okay, now what is the figure here? First parabola. In this parabola, what is the y square equal to? Y square is there. Y is positive, negative, and x is the axis of x. Axis of x is the axis of this parabola. Axis of x above and below parabola will be like this. Okay, this is the first arc here, arc taken. Okay, of parabola. Okay. On this is y square equal to y is dx on this parabola. Here, circle is what? Center is 0a, sorry, a0, and a up to radius is a here. What is the circle then? Circle will be, if I take this right here, the circle will be like this. Okay, so and at this point y equal to, sorry, x equal to twice it. This is the parabola here. Parabola just like this. And this is the circle. Up to this point we are having here. Let me draw a straight line here, touching this tangent line here. So there are three regions here. Which are the three regions? This is the first region, second, third. There are three regions here. Now, what are the possibilities? So, this is the region number 1. This is for anyone. This is 1, 2, 3, or let me take first this, second this, third is no problem. If I take this as first, second, third, that can also be taken. This is R1 region, this is R2 I have taken, R3 I have taken. Okay, here let me draw a strip parallel to this, and this is the strip parallel to this. Now, at this point, let me find the points here. Now, at this point, x equal to twice a, x equal to 2a up to this point, because this is a radius, x equal to twice a, this is x equal to 2a, x equal to 2a is a straight line this, okay, which is perpendicular to the x equal to vertical to the x-axis, and this meets at this point. At this point, x is twice a. What is y here? If I substitute here x equal to 2a, 2a into 4a square, that means y equal to plus minus 2a. Y is also plus positive. Okay, so at this point, x equal to a here, and this is a point, or y is a, x is a, no problem. Okay, so at this point, both are a and b. If I take this point as a and a, no problem, because here x is a, y is also a. So in the circle, this height is a radius, this is x and a, both are a. Now let me define this figure. Now, if I take here a strip parallel to the axis of x, and this is also a strip parallel to the axis of x of this region, second region, third region, this is the strip here parallel to the axis of x. First, let me find out x coordinate. Now, try to understand what the x coordinate here. Now, on this parabola, value of x is what? Y square upon 2a. Where this y square upon 2a. Parabolic equation, the point x coordinate. Here x will be, because this point is lying on the parabola, and this is on the circle. On the circle, this point is less than a, where x will be equal to a minus this limit, a minus under root a square not y square. At this point, x will be a plus under root a square minus y square, right one at this point, because this is more than a radius. So this is x equal to here at this point, x is a plus under root a square minus y square. At this point, x equal to 2a. There is no doubt about this. That's going to be on this line. Okay, these are the x coordinates.